crumpets! Ha ha! Ho-ho! A beauteous booty to plunder. Avast, ye lubber! Be wary where you dip your oar! Harder! Awaken my tempest within! Ah! Your concern for your shipmate is touching. More fool you. There's nothing that would have kept me from being here. Never thought to have a co-captain, but you'll do. Oh, aren't we all here, gathered in the gloom before the hurricane should sweep down on our unsuspecting heads? If I hadn't shown up, no sword, no skullduggery beneath the floorboards. Oh, and nothing would have kept you from needing me. I hope it gnaws at your maggoty guts that as much as you hate me, you're actually glad to see me here. Ha! Flap your sails all you want. We both know that I could still end you. Why? Give me a reason. It better be a good one, or I swear by the fingers I still have left, I will find a plank for you to walk. Why would you bring her? Gaia? Oh, she's even worse than you. She's like you, but more. Why? Ye gods, do you have any idea how much deep personal work I had to do to make myself spend this much time with you? Bo, can you not understand the torture? The cruelty you inflict on me? Why? I have noticed all of those things. I hate all of those things. Yes. Just say leagues and fathoms. At least then we normal nautical types can understand what the hell you're talking about. Clicks. What in the name of Poseidon is a click? Or are you perhaps trying to pretend like you're some super secret special operator who knows what the hell a click is and, more offensively, uses it in conversation? Dolphin's click, is that what you mean? Of course I did. I have it very well concealed in my greatcoat, in order to avoid having it, say, lost or stolen by an unscrupulous and quick-fingered teammate. Ugh, I see you've gone for the most boring possible method of self-expression. That way, just like I do with everything else in my world. It is a choice over which I exercise complete control and willpower. You cannot possibly be allergic to everything. I choose to hate everything. It's not an unavoidable biological reality. Oh no, I'll name her. It's you! You are who I'm talking about! I will destroy you for questioning me! But I eat tension for brunch. Yes, I do that. One of the many charming things about my personality. Toughen up, you octopus. Humor also makes me angry. And murderous. Or until I get bored. If I get bored, all promises are null. Fine. No bickering. In spite of my better judgment and best efforts, I find myself invested in and intrigued by this mission. I promise I will not kill anyone until we have fulfilled it. I refuse to laugh, but yes, that is a humorous image. But you can't leave me on an island, because I have the secret sword. Or have you forgotten? You need me. And if there's one thing I hate more than anything else, it's hyperbole! Melodrama! Just say the truth, Dusty. What kind of an infant complains about dust? Yes, I am! Your puerile claims of allergy and discomfort are gonna sink this quest before we even left the port! Looks like a host of crabs breeding on a beach to me. Do you know, I was once left on a tiny island in the middle of the ocean, all by myself to rot and die slowly in the sun? It shouldn't surprise you. I am such a gigantic chunk of coral on the chain that anyone would want to leave me on an island. Because you can! That would mean you're allergic to yourself, and that doesn't make any sense. Yes, I did. You're leaving. And I am a pirate worth many pirates' worth of boot leather. So I can be as big a jackass as I like. I did it to myself! Oh, Poseidon. Please don't tell me we have another landlubber splashing through the shallows to join this doomed expedition. And what have you to say about it, knave? Any pirate worth his boot leather has an experience of being left for dead on a tropical island. You're abandoning your shipmates in the middle of a perilous quest. Why, you lily-livered! And I might threaten to kill you a few more times if you stay. As retaliation for your cowardice. It will give me great pleasure to touch something gross with no fear and no recoil while the two of you cower behind me like spoiled house cats. Ha! Much good it may do you to try to force me to do anything. They do catch rats, you're correct. I may volunteer to touch the, gross stuff, as you call it, merely because I am so much braver and more intrepider than either of you. Oh, dear God. Did I just agree with you? and allow you to score a point on me in an argument? I don't think that's the floor. Don't be ridiculous. The floor can't move. My God. You're right, Gaia. They're, they're, they're actually in formation. What's happening to me? I'm weakening. Something about this noxious cooperation, this repugnant teamsmanship, is ruining my carefully cultivated aura of hatred and pugnaciousness. Oh, good. Thank you. Oh, please. The floor under me is in constant motion. The great rolling main. I actually feel seasick more when I'm on land. What in the name of hell are these loathsome things? I've never seen anything like this on a ship. What an odd sensation. To actually enjoy positive feedback. I'm tough. Bugs don't bother me. Killing one, I imagine, would be easy, but killing this many? What does a sword have to do with it? You know, now that I look at them, they do have a certain burnished glory about them. I think I could discover an affinity for these beasts. Of course, if we had my ship, well, we could just sail right over the top of them. We could plow through them like so much seaweed, so much battle detritus, so much swell and deep blue heave. Just take it out and show it to them. Just like that. Then it will be battle! Battle to the death! Oh, that. Carefully, I unwind the bindings, slowly, inch by silken inch. Reverently, I draw the rapid blade from its scabbard. But of course! Every great sword in history has had a great name, and this one is no exception. All of you. Death, conceptually, is imminent. I did unwind Le Pique from its careful protective wrapping and blazon it before this fearsome army, and your death is imminent. Since it was mine, or at least entrusted to the sole care of my offices, I took it upon myself to name it, and I chose a Le Pique. I shall go first. And I shall bear this great sword ahead of me, like the beacon of intention and glory that I always knew it was, and nobody else knew, but I always knew, because I am Jacques. Call it off? No! No, 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 absolutely not! Battle! Battle, 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 or I'll hold my breath! La Peak. Gaslighting means misled, lied to. I know, because it's one of the tactics I sometimes use on my enemies. Now that's some useful intel. Shut up! One final turn of the silk, and here she is. I trivialize this creepy container! Turn me loose indeed, a rabid hound of hell, to harry and tear at this papier-mâché siren. Duh. Belief? Committed? Curious? Not for all the gold or treasure or whatever it is you're hiding. I'm here for the battle. You are undeniably the most exciting opponent in the room, so that decides me. I have curiosity for blood and booze. Anything else is paint and plaster. If it weren't for the sword, we'd be swarmed by roaches. Is that what you want, Miss Package? I agree. What? Capitulate? Cave? Cower? I disagree violently with this entire concept. I did it. This is starting to hurt my eyes. Well, but it is. But it is and could never have been otherwise. Bow before the blade of justice. Le Pique. It shall prick your conscience, and evil shall bleed from you into the unforgiving ground. I am Jacques. I'm the holder of Le Pique. Imagine being made of so many different types of object. Pens with their stabbing and staining, paper clips morphing into phantasmagorical shapes. I am from the sea. My mother was a gale, and my father a column of thunder. Wondering about me without my permission, eh? Oh, well, I got this peg leg from a fierce battle with the seven-headed hydra known as Penelope. Pegwell Bay, just east of Ramsgate. Yeah, that too. Well, when a sailor scrubs the deck of a ship at sea, the goal is to scrub the salt water deeper into the wood, because it prevents wood-eating bacteria from growing. And I know more about that ocean than your painted swells can ever tell. Ugh. You want a story about a table? I do all the scrubbing myself. as my own crew seems to be on permanent bloody holiday. And what sailor has ever survived an encounter with glue of such super strength as to stick their fingers together? Aye, sewage. The true scourge of the seas. Who else do you see? That's right. Oh, look. It's you. Come to make fun, have you? Good day. Pesh. I am a table. I am boring. The end. Thinks he can hide his little crush for the big desk. I said, Pesh. I am woe! Woe unto mine enemies. Yes, my newest neophyte. I am woe. Do you honestly believe I could be shocked? Do you legitimately imagine anything that cascaded out of that Brobdingnagian mouth of yours could shock me? I am very woe. Woe of the deepest and most terrible kind. Well, go ahead, you scallywag. You think I haven't heard it? Of course you've not heard a word as long and treacherously spelled as Brobdingnagian. You see, I told you, I cannot be shocked. This does not shock me. Oh, you must have owned a dictionary as a child. Your idiocy ignites the fires in me. The fires of rage, the fires of battle. I am clearly not any more or less characterized by my rear end because of your appallingly underwhelming level of literacy. Woeful. Woeful indeed, full of the woe I inflict on any enemy, every land-lubbing build-sucker foolish enough to cross me path. Bummed. No, I don't think bummed is it. It, disappoints me. I am, sails above, I am the word. Don't use it much, do you? Not at all more like, you ship-jumping rat! And I am infinitely smarter and more fearsome than you. Oh, do you? Up your own arse, I bet! It's that dusty and disused hunk of former tree sitting on the shelf, just east of my bottle. But what am I talking about? Of course you did! Never! I am never cool! I am fire. I am boiling oil. I am lava! Trapped within tubular glassy confines. Hunting. I would like to be questing. I would like to find an enemy. Perhaps a little bit of both. You horn-swaggling snail! I would like to pin said enemy down. I would like to blast my cannon with his glorious, deafening, bone-rattling crack. I am emotionally quite contained. In fact, one could say I am quite bottled up. I would like to send something, anything, everything to the glorious netherworld. Blow them off the face of the earth and watch the decimated corpse of their ship bubble helplessly beneath the gleaming main. Try to keep up. Obviously, I've never had one, if I don't even know what it is. What is it with you and excitement? Positivity, sharing. Wonders never cease. Glass? Shiny, glossy hell, my own purgatory, this bottle, my hell, which is, in fact, glossy. You're comparing the insoluble crisis of my existence to lunch? Great Hades, it turns my stomach sour. What in glossy hell is a burrito? Is that it, hey? Have you woken me and distracted and disturbed me to tell me I'm a little much? Oh, God, wait, is it because I'm little? I know it! How little it takes to exhaust you. So now I'm not even worthy of a lesson from your greatness. How little you must think of me. This is shaping up to be a disappointingly easy day for me. And since I am in hell, we might as well get to it. Your idiomatic flippance is shockingly on target. You worm! Of course I'm a little much! At last, a spark in your beady little eye. Do I dream? Does a worthy opponent lurk beneath this domesticated exterior? No, wait. Permit me. Oh, you're a vegan. Veganism is for people who are afraid of chicken cutlets wrapped in cellophane. Yes, I have a problem with what you eat. I suppose that means you're having an unsatisfying day then. Fine, you're not a worm. Worms eat dirt, which I imagine you don't. What do you eat? Paleo? Keto? I have problems with everything. Haven't you been paying attention? Because battle is joined. Now stop distracting me, you organophobic troglodyte. Put up your sword. Prepare your soul for its imminent meeting with Commodore Davy Phones. I do. I think whatever you don't think, because whatever you think must be landlubber nonsense spewing from a tainted cask. Have at thee, oh deluded one, for people who think that eggplant is actually something a human being should ever eat. You, of course. People who balk at the time-honored complexities of a steak served on a thick plate and a mug of grog. Oh, of course not. that would require forethought, tenacity, commitment, follow-through, and mature decision-making. Well, yes, indeed we shall commence with your destruction. Let me... its name! Of course, it's the Queen Divan's... let me prepare myself for battle. Prepare my dreadsome ship for its voyage unto doom. Hang on. You will? What day of the week be it? Tuesday? Really? You tavern cat. This ship is very finely balanced. Like a racehorse, or like one of those acrobats who hold up a bunch of plates and bowls on their chins, you know the ones? And now, it is called the Queen Divan's Revenge. Oh, yes. Well, then it's the Queen Divan's Revenge. Back off, you tentacled dog's body. I change it sometimes. Oh, yes. Well, then it's the Queen Divan's Revenge. It doesn't, because I'm so unpredictably terrifying. And now, I do. Besides, you are afraid to help me, because my very exuded breath shrouds you in danger and hopelessness. And now, rub me, as in rub the bottle. You must take me for some kind of hellfire genie. Unresolved, unrelenting. It is a wildfire of pitch and black powder, always fed, never sated. The wind of the hunt cracking, the spray flying, the bowsprit dripping bloody avarice as you come for me. You would be at full sail too if you were trapped, homicidal and brandishing a hot-bink plastic sword. Of course I did. It's what I do! Oh, it's a bottle joke then. Your first shot is fired, cannon roaring at the attack. Your insolence brings you only death. Beauty in death! Love? Think ye I look for love? Dear sweet Davy Phones! If you insist on reducing everything to its simplest expression, it means you'll be destroyed. I will destroy you! Nothing cool about it, blackguard! Too much! The line is crossed! Your pitiful life is forfeit to my magnificence! Yes, I am going to kill you. I am no queen. I am no king. I am purely... Scourge. Oh, you require an accounting? You insulted and demeaned me. You passed judgment on an existence you could not possibly understand or hope to equal. You belittled me. But you exist, and you're here. And I have to end something. Bear witness to your undoing. I am without confines. The way the sea is without confines of a bank. Or a riverbed. It is endless and all-encompassing in its merciless endlessness. Maybe you didn't. I'm filleting your sorry rind. Of course I am! I am killing you, right now! Oh, but I am. Can you not feel it? Do you beg for quarter? For mercy from the most murderous, blood-eyed codger to plough the fathomless flood? Damn your hide, speculative! It's as real as the snap of sail in the wind, the squish of flesh and bone as it makes way for my blade. I'm tearing you limb from limb and dangling your bits from the rigging to tempt the crows. In my mind. Nice. Nice to each other. What glory is there in nice? What power? Will no one rock the boat, hey? Will no one dare to hang from the bowsprit, cutlass flaring, and declare in a bellow that they will no longer be nice? I'm a pirate, you deck-kneeling dog! Without a wave to crest and furrow, there is no life for me! There is no passion for me! But before the mast! I like it. You lily-livered worm! What, is it too much for you? Huh? Too much glorious gore? I shudder to think of the world you would create. My skin crawls with the lice of insidious niceness, shrunken beings squirreling themselves into the goat cage of niceness. What grand violent adventure is being nice? Dear sweet Davy Phones, what would you have but a world where no one wants to make waves? Flee me, knave, for I am the fearsome Captain Jacques, the plague of the high seas. Regret! If I see you again, if your shadow touches even the desiccated cork in the dust-crusted neck of this wretched bottle, I will kill you. I want to be clear. Nothing. Aye, as ye should. How dare your lips mouth round such traitorous syllables? I would if I could, and I can. It is the world of swashbuckling and a rum sun, where I am pistol-proof. What did you say? What do you get if it's not the violence of the murder I do on ye. How is this possible? Blimey. I can see my own hand rendering you like a fish still wriggling on the deck, and you're standing there talking with lungs full of free air? It is. And does. But be wary with your familiarity. You know, before I had my own ship, if someone on the crew had started spouting the kind of nonsense you're dripping out your gob, they would make him walk the plank with his drawers stuffed in his mouth. But you haven't heard my moniker say, closely whispered in the passageways of your nightmares? Well, no, that's true. You blackguard. A hearty may tolerate the rats, but he will still skewer 'em when the hunger sets in. How can you not know my name? I am the fearsome Captain Jacques. I am the plague of the high seas. I deal in death, spectacle, and warning. I need a new PR manager then. Insects. If only I had 10,000 crushing boot heels, I'd have 10,000 delicious, crispy flapjacks. Pirate relations before you even ask. Sounds like you two would hit it off. Then I have a many-tentacled hermit crab I would like to introduce you to, because French is scarier. Oui, aye, indeed. The craving for mayhem is unrelenting. That it is, you cudger. I pirated his own name from one of the best pirates around. I say it in French. I will try to kill anyone you bring onto my ocean. If they don't die, we'll see. Formidable. Maybe. Depends on who they are. Most I've encountered from this godforsaken flagon have been repulsively skittish. Damn. Hold fast there. I do not speak beautifully. I spout the macabre. I vomit forth danger and horror. There is nothing beautiful in my world, least of all my damned self. Poetry. Never could stomach that stuff. It makes me growl when people are conciliatory. Nothing. I was hoping you would argue with me and I could try and kill you again. Your fear, yes. Your fear fills you as my rage fills me. Let them meet like clashing thunderheads and bleed their hot pitch into the tumbling sea. I want conflict. One more first step out of you, and I swear to Davy Phones I'll swing you from the yardarm. Oh, glorious! Thanks be to all the corpses suspended in the sea. Someone has finally been stupid enough to truly boil my bile! Pipsqueak, is it? So it's my size you choose to strike first. An easy catch to snare for a lazy fisherman. Are ye disrespecting my ship? No! Haven't you been paying attention? Are ye disrespecting my ship? My fathomless depths are ripe for plumbing, but they might swallow you whole. How dare you? Even if I did use seeds in my horrible hands, they would be more deadly than curare. He must be devilish indeed, that a deadly elixir is at home in your gut. Oh, there you go again, you two-legged thesaurus. You toss words in my face like so many netted squid that I find that they strike me. They strike me. Watch your step, landlubber. Explain yourself. Let there be blood. I load my cannon with heavy iron rounds to tear through anything and everything you might pray to put between us. Deeper water. Ha! The gal! The muxie! You've picked up one smidge of strategy from some painted tavern doxy, and you imagine yourself my equal? My pantaloons tent in anticipation. Oh! Yeah. Wait. Well, God damn it. Oh, so, another time? Yes! Graphic! Swab the deck! Yeah! You know, I've just remembered that I have to, you bastard, post-swab? What the hell is the point of life if it's not graphic? The deck needs a good swabbing before I do any intercourse. I mean, killing and battling and all the other lovely violent things. Show me gore, or show me no more. My God. You'd rather live a life where everything is in pastels, and it's never too hot, and never too cold. Everyone is pleasant, and the coffee is always a little too fancy, and a little too expensive. but you just can't help yourself. Think of eating a hot coal, burning from the inside out, as it sticks and stalls in ye trembling throat. Give me blood or give me nothing. All the waters in all the seas could not quench this fire. Ah, and now we are in new waters. The violence has a different flavor here. The flavor of true hatred and destruction. Nobody disrespects the San Bartolomeo. In fact, get out before I satisfy my graphic needs with your entrails! I am workshopping the name even now! Huh. You're back. I have to say, it is difficult to surprise me. I'm so accustomed to being disappointed and enraged by turns that genuine shock is a sea lane less traveled. Flee before me, scum! I hate you! I thought for one reason or another you'd have given me a wide berth. And not in a good way! Well, in any case, I am not impressed. Ha! So, what lamb to slaughter have you to put forward? So, what reason have you for returning to the lair of the beast? I would hope at the least you're not wool-headed enough to put yourself in danger without a good reason. I would have thought that to be fairly plain. As a her. A she? A femme de monde. And yes, before you ask me, you're absolutely in danger right now. You're around me, aren't you? Don't be a boob. Still an idiot, I see. I like no one. What sacrilege do you spout at me? I'm fearsome. And therefore worth many names. You're telling me you found a female hidden in the recesses of this house that would actually come face to face with the harried horror of the bounding main? Phew, Bo isn't fit company for a bilge-rat. She's a thief, a pretender, a scallywag. A lout! Who am I to meet and do fierce business with? She has tried to steal from me more than once. The single most precious possession of my life. By now, you should know how accomplished I am in the art of blind and directionless hatred. But Bo tasks my skills to their breaking point. An adventure, you say? I would have to be forced to sit through a nice dinner with multiple courses and have wine pairings before I would even consider doing anything with Bo. Nope. No, I take that back. That is how much I hate her. I would have to be hung up by my toenails and flayed with a dull blade before I would even postponement. And a waste of my time. Even thinking about how useless I am lights the fires of demonic rage in my sun-charred heart. You want to what? Oh, for the love of dating phones, what nonsense is this? I am not a flirter. As far as I'm concerned, flirting is something people do when they haven't the bollocks to get right down to the business of killing. Ye gods, like my time has any value. What am I gonna do? Brandish my pink plastic fear poker harder? Sail nowhere faster? Frighten my own shadow with even more bone-rattling intensity? I do not flirt. And yet here you are. It seems I must come up with another way to frighten you out of me arbor. In 100,000 turns of the stars, it would never have occurred to me that there existed someone more deranged than myself. If rage is my companion, nemesis, and bedfellow, might as well get down to it and follow where the blazing ire leads. Do not think that because I didn't kill you the first time we met, that I'm above doing so now. Just stop it at once, I say. What madness possesses you? Dear, sweet Davy Phones, the way you wish. The way you seem to be implying with your words and your joy rating. Ha! What an excellent opportunity you provide me to use my cunning intellect. My God, what a glorious new mantle to place around my burdened and bull-like shoulders. I can think of one way, and only one way, for us to be together in the berserker. If I cannot dissuade you with violence, I must use guile. I have already begun by whispering this revelation to myself instead of speaking it aloud at full volume. It is impossible that you could hear my whisper. I am indeed a genius. A gift, I say! The only gift that would ever matter to me. You will go. You will leave me. And you will find me a gift. In fact, you've just given me an idea. Ah, yes. The fear scuds across your coward's mug, the way a wisp of cloud tries to hide from a blazing sun. I am indeed a berserker. You should find me even more so myself than the dreadful delight you see before you. I shall only become more berserk, more insane, more rabid as time goes on. Should you scurry away yet again and return in a day, a week, a month, and should you have any misapprehensions that I will cease to be so, allow me to put your mind at ease. You will find me an adventure. A great expedition worthy of this berserker in boots. Return without it, and face my wrath. You, adventure. Return with an adventure unworthy, and there will be wrath, but also mockery. That's right. You have mocked me, and I shall mock you. The patch will cover the other eye, ha ha! And we shall see how long it takes your gelatinous self-respect to melt, to go. Bring this adventure back to me. Find it, or mold it from your own flimsy, cake-soft fingers, and bring it here. To any question, it is the answer. To any loss, it is the finding. To any rage, it is the balm that creates the beautiful destruction, and so assuages the soul-deep burn of unmet ire. Well, I've not felt quite this elevated since... my God, since I can remember. Nothing is safe from my whip-crack dissatisfaction. Come back without it again, and you will beg for the release of the locker before I have done. But why? Was I not clear? Or have you returned with an adventure so puny, so inconsequential, that it can hide in those stupid, tight little afterthoughts you call pockets? Have you returned without my adventure? What a jape! What a rip-roaring ramble through daring, danger, death, and great deeds! I'm mobile! Shield your eyes if you must. All I need to do is issue the command and they muster, en masse, beneath my bottle, and then we're off. I'm unstoppable! I'm a force! My new friends here are really quite amenable, and exceedingly well-disciplined. Do you know, since we returned from our great expedition, I've been to the kitchen, the bathroom, and the foot of the stairs. Have you seen? Have you noticed? Indeed! And when we do stop to drink rum and swap wild tales of our exploits, I find I quite enjoy their humor. But they're funny. And after all, couldn't the same things be said about me? With the possible exception of huge. Although in recent days I've begun to think that perhaps there might be some advantages to how I am sized here. The mantelpiece. I believe that as a species they may have gotten a somewhat undeservedly poor reputation. They're quite funny. Oh, yes, quite. Quite true. But enough of this tomfoolery. What brings you back to the foot of the ocean's own overthrow? You've disrupted me for that? No. We need to meet at the boxes. Quality, not quantity. So many of them. Just one of me. Truly. Never mind, is it? To see if you could hurt me. Have we met? Well, I won't. Should it fall upon you again, your roasting will be slow. And of a vomitous stink. I see. You believe you can back off this path, huh? You think somehow in your distorted brain that I will forgive or forget. Get out. Flee if you can. Live in the shadows and fear the penetrating sun of my gaze. Or, release you from the bind into which you've placed your own scrawny, gruel-gulping throat. How dare you? You would throw a moment of quietude back in my face. You would dare the unleashing to attempt to... what? Blackmail me? I'm not any kind of fool. Least of all the kind who would turn his back on an enemy so witlessly and brazenly declared. Don't you dare come back! You do that! Take your head and get out! I am no fly! You're enjoying this! How dare you! Give me a reason! Why, you insolent, black-hearted knave of no nation! What? With what deluded notions of self do you come here and treat me this way? There are names for people like you. Names that we of honor do not dignify with breath. Damn it, I don't understand. Before that bloody quest, I would have shredded you. I would have played targets on your organs and laughed as your blood painted the glass of this bottle. And it has weakened me. I am no better than those weak and simpering faceless I grind to dust under my pillaging flag. Blighter. Tormentor. Coward. Cruelty for no reason. Cruelty without glory. Cruelty without overwhelming and implacable rage. Cold cruelty. Something has happened to me. I was a fool. I left the sanctum. I met, I trusted, I tried. I have been undercut by this insidious poison of friendship, of trust. I cannot go back, can I? I have never said what I am about to say. I can never be as I was. Fierce, rageful, powerful. Oh, what genius. What diabolical, cold-hearted instinct. The instincts of a snake. And you knew. You knew it would be this. You knew what would happen. And you have come to revel in my downfall. But glory to the victor. I doubt we shall ever be close bosom companions, but I will not kill you. I see you're still a waster of time. I've decided that I do not hate you. But no, you bring me high. I will hate you forever. It is not me. It shall never be me again. I'll bring you high to me when you could be bringing me adventure, or captives, or even a piece of jewelry, or a fascinating chicken who crossed your path, or a dagger. I may occasionally try to kill you, truth be told, but that is my nature. And in your case, I do not necessarily mean it as anything personal. As closely as I could approximate the concept of friendship, to be truthful, the word sticks in my throat like an overripe date. We are friends. There are very few beings on my list of do not hate, will not kill. Ask nothing of me, and don't push your luck with smiling or waving or trying to pat me on the shoulder or anything. Congratulations. And now, I'm off. Myself and my army, off to the horizon and beyond, in search of good violence and glory. But I do not hate you, and I will not kill you. Well then. Oh? You will have to accustom yourself to my diminutive stature, of course. Get thee gone! Even a simmering pot will boil, you prideful fool. On we go! Breeches off, sword belt on! Ha ha! Well, I am nothing if not honorable. And if my side of the bargain entails rolling heedlessly in the sheets until we are sweat-soaked and exhausted, then so be it. Welcome aboard. Oh? You were indeed. You were indeed. But any good scallywag has their dark moments. It's a wide ocean, and there's room enough for both of us. Ahoy! It's not just for cleaning the ears. But any good scallywag has their dark moments. Another roll on the main, is it? Looks like you may be due for a good swabbing. It's a wide ocean, and there's room enough for both of us. Welcome aboard. While we're at it, all these decks need a good scene to before we crest the roiling main. My salt-crusted paramour. I have zero intention on being any nicer to you or more pleasant as a general rule than I am right now. Oh, come. I've been doing research since I saw you last on what precisely it means to friend someone. And your hold, friend, may be getting quite full. Well. Forgiveness for their peculiarities of speech and occasional lapses in comportment are very much part of the bill of lading. My friend is back. Buck up, me hearty. I see a swell on the horizon. I feel as though I've swallowed a live frog. Get along with you now. Employ at your peril, you lobster. In fact, off with you. Off to the boil, if you insist. That sounded like innuendo. That's more than enough non-confrontational dialogue for one day. So put that on your oar and stroke it. Innuendo makes me quite hostile. Good. Well, damned inconvenient, this friendship thing. Now paddle away. I'm busy planning a conquering. You're back. How inane. Fine. Nice to see you. My good friend. Perhaps an adventure is afoot? I have to find somebody to kill now, and as already promised, it cannot be you. Why? Right. Calm? You dare open your tag-along mouth to tell me to be calm? Stop! You insolent, trespassing, repeat offender! There! Now paddle away. I'm busy planning a conquering. Oh, excellent. I draw my sword at you. I bite my thumb. And I express gaseous matter towards your position. I will probably say no. If you even knew the number of times this scallywag has invaded my ocean, boarded my ship, and attempted to swipe my precious personal property right out from underneath me, you would not be mashing your teeth together to form the repugnant, repulsive, and ultimately unsatisfactory word of calm! Delusional! I'll have you drawn and quartered, you black-hearted pretender! Why, You! And you have failed every single time. That should be some sort of clue for you about your ineptitude in the arts of subterfuge and knavery. You shall never have the sword. I feel compelled to warn both of you that whatever suggestion you make, be it reasonable or logic or even sure to succeed to bring glory to all parties, don't call it an olive branch. I hate olives. It's the lowered tip of a razor-edged sword, if anything. You should be flattered I said anything. I'm under no moral obligation to volunteer information to interlopers. How dare you impugn my stature? What a lovely day this is turning out to be. Ha ha! And now we have the blessing of this young newcomer to do our damnedest to destroy each other. Yes, yes. In my infinite wisdom and mercy, I hear your calls for amnesty. I dance around your prone and bloodied body, calling down the righteous rage of the gods upon this would-be thief, this erstwhile criminal. Whammo! A down thrust with the force of a hurricane rains upon your shoulders, pounding your one supporting knee further and further into the unforgiving wood of my deck. I cannot hear you. All I hear is the cries of my defeated enemy. Oh, music to my ears. You pant, you beg, but I can see the fire of rebellion still burning in your eyes. And so, this embarrassment to the designation of legitimate illegitimates. Pow! A blow to the ankles. Shriek! A slicing swing to the hip. Debilitating you and bringing you crashing down to one knee. I crush your fingers one by one under the heels of me shining boots. I bathe in the glory of your anguished moans. Since we are now discussing something about which I care, I will deign to answer you. You lie. You must lie. But why would you? I've already defeated you. There is no way you could win, either physically or by trickery, so you must be saying the truth. Speak your piece, O one who has lost. That is correct. One day, I awoke to find the sword in my hold, gleaming and sparkling in the early morning ocean light. I hear, and I choose to honor your pitiful begging. For the moment, anyway. Or at least, your version of the truth. I wait with bated breath. Blow me down. Follow me. And no, innocent, we're going to the hold. She reigned over the house with unquestioned power years ago, until one day she just disappeared. I can only pretend so many times that I do not hear your insolence, you jumped-up shoebox. Isolde. The Isolde? Well, there were searches. I believe at one point even a quest to attempt to find her and bring her home, but all to no avail. She is a mighty and intrepid thief. This is my inner sanctum. With two hands reverently on its sanctified cover, I slowly, dramatically slide the silken fabric off of the altar. You lie! You lie! As you can imagine, nobody comes here. Mostly because without the magic of those glasses you're wearing, nobody could fit. This is a sacred and magical object that appeared here in my hold one day, and I will protect it with my life! Recognize what? The sword? You've seen it before? Generally, no. There is no kidding aboard my ship. I present to you the secret sword. Even more than I detest your cardboard company, I desire adventure. Need it! You better believe it will. Then we'll all meet up when we've had a chance to prepare ourselves. You see, I am going with you. No, but give? You said borrow. You said nothing about give at all. This was always a loan, a temporary state of affairs. But fortunately, or unfortunately, depending on your perspective, it is not just a simple matter of loaning you my single most precious possession. The sound of a potential adventure broken. Child, you have no idea just how much bottle I can be. Oh, I see you're back. With, no adventures. I never was a fan of that one. But she did stir things up quite well. Onward! To the boxes! In fact, I felt a cracking in the air. Distantly. So I bid you adieu. Now be quick about it! Realize, as in life. You want to bring me to life? Huh? I feel there is little hope for any more adventures of that kind round this domicile. Oh, all right. No, not really. I donate gifts. But I had excess vitriol to vent, and now that's done, so yes, give me the gift. Sweet Poseidon's parasols, what do you want? Gifts. I hate gifts. How dare you? I mean, can we do it now? I mean, right now? I'll wait right here, planning all the conquering I'll be able to effect when I'm human. You're back. Have you acquired the requisite treasure? Yes, I'm into the idea. By all that's blue and watery, yes! Hurry up! Oh, Gravy Jones, I can hardly contain myself. Well then, congratulations. You've gotten me to display a strong opinion. I'm fearsome and bearded, and thank Poseidon I still have all me flash. And now, let me guess. You can't tear your sex-starved oglers from my crested, rolling, deep blue realness? I'm fabulous! I may have to revisit that prohibition. Then, enough prattle, as they say. Into the steaming and plundering adventure we go. On your merry way, little guppy. My God! I am! I know I said I wouldn't kill you. I'm gonna bring them to my favorite ports. My favorite whistle wetters, the best wrecks and hunting sites, the sunsets that stir my soul, the beaches that bring tears and memories of great bloody deeds to my mind's eye. The finest captain on this or any ocean seeks employment. Plunder, passion, and pitilessness required. They will bring money and jewelry, loose morals, and a sense of inborn security that I do not have to work to produce. They will bring their own booty, and you will pay me. I hope you're ready to be the primary target of my projectiles, if you know what I mean, eh? Hey? No? Oh, all right. These people will board my ship willingly. Allow me, sir, if you will, to understand you. There are so many new weapons in my arsenal. You what? Well, I think I did feel that happen.